It's just nuts. Utter chaos. Ian, let's talk about the moment. Shirky rolls this towards goal. Szoboszlai is desperately chasing back with Erling Haaland. He grabs him. Haaland grabs the other one. Initially, the ball goes in, and we think, well, that's a shame, 3-1. Then VAR gets involved. Unpick it, because the foul is then given from Haaland to Szoboszlai, therefore the goal's disallowed, therefore they look back at what the ref initially played advantage for, and then they end up sending Szoboszlai off.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Right, so in the past, correct me if I'm wrong, I've seen times when a goal has been scored, but defenders tried to stop it with his hand, and it's just gone in and nothing's ever been done. They've not tried to defend, I'm going to send him off. They haven't gone back and stopped.
It's VAR for you.
They've let the goal be.
They left the goal be.
So let's say the Nico Williams one, I think it was last weekend, when he saves it with his hand, he gets sent off because it doesn't go in. Because that goes in, they just leave it. They just leave it, don't they? Why didn't they just do that? That is like the simple thing to do. Just let it be. The whole situation seemed crazy. Like, you ever know when you watch a Hollywood film and you see how football is in a Hollywood film? That moment was like, that's what they think football is. It was absolute craziness. It's like something from Escape to Victory. Yeah.
If you think about it, and if you go take it backwards, you can see the logic in what they've done. Because yes, it was a goal. Then there was you go further back, it was a foul on Szoboszlai, so it wasn't a goal. You go further back, there was the foul on, Haaland outside the box, stopped a goal scoring opportunity, therefore it's a red card. And you can see the logic of it. But the sensible thing, having blown, everyone thought he'd blown the whistle anyway, was to just say...
I thought he was going back to check under the penalty for us.
That would have been wishful thinking again. There's no... I think by the letter of the law, it's probably right. The outcome is probably correct. However,
it's clinical. That's all. There's no soul in it. There's no
it's
soul in it.
It's just completely unnecessary. I think Erling Haaland made the point, and I think Gavin Evans. It's not very often I agree with the latter, especially, but they've scored the goal, so just there's no need to get involved in that. You can't say They have. You shouldn't send someone off for denying a goal-scoring opportunity when a goal's been scored. And the foul on Szoboszlai isn't so, it's not grievous bodily harm. You don't need to address that. He's just pulled him back in the same way that he's just been pulled back. There's no danger, there's no violence involved. You don't need to send Haaland off. It's just a pull. You can just turn a blind eye to it, surely. You know what I mean? It just feels like, again, Ian, officials, VAR, referees, whoever, needing to get involved where there's no need.
You want to be the stars of the show. Like 20 odd years ago, I couldn't name the referees now. Now you know. Well, he's the only one. But now, the referees are a bigger part of the sport as the players now, which they shouldn't be. No, it's a shame. But ultimately, it's a shame. The only winners, because City wanted the goal. We wanted 11 men. We wanted Dom Szoboszlai available. So nobody really won out of that, apart from maybe Arsenal, because City had been denied a goal. And Sunderland
may well win the title by a goal.
But exactly. Potentially, they may look back on that moment as being pivotal towards their title hopes. So, but other than that, like I say, it just
Arsenal have form of winning titles by one goal.
Yeah, they do, unfortunately. Don't remind us of that. It just feels completely, just pointless. Just let it be. Anti-football, I think someone described it as, and I'm inclined to agree.
Sky have been the winners because they've got something to talk about for a week.
Yeah, I did think about that, actually. Yeah. That second half, again, it's just a wild second half of football. By comparison to the first, which felt like completely cancelling each other out a little bit and just nothing really happening.
It was a really entertaining afternoon for all the wrong reasons. But I mean, it was a good game of football, and two teams who were pretty evenly matched, I thought, going at each other. It's just a pity Liverpool don't have confidence in themselves. Yeah, that again comes back to what we spoke about in depth earlier on. Just quickly on this incident in itself before we start to wrap up. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Szoboszlai, I think if he had his moment again, and if you could say to him right now, listen, we'll rewind the clock 24 hours, we'll put you back in that same position, just leave him. But that I actually quite admire and appreciate what he's trying to do there, because not only is he running absolute hell for leather, he's emptying the tank to get back and trying to affect that situation. It's the competitor in him, and that makes him what he is. As well, I mean, he was saying on the commentary I was listening to this morning that they're all mates, aren't they? Haaland and Szoboszlai, they played together. Yeah. So I wonder whether there was an element of that in it. I'm not letting you through. Yeah,
and I think again that's just inbuilt in him, because he is that type of
footballer, that character, he has to do something. He can't just let it be.
And he was sensational all afternoon, wasn't
he? He's a box office footballer, isn't he?
And we don't half miss him when he's not in midfield.
Might miss him full stop. Or
yeah, it's ridiculous.
You never know. He might actually realise that Ramsey's a fullback and play him.
No, not going to happen.
Not a cast chance in hell.
You've got more chance of playing right back Wednesday night.
No, listen, this is a different show.
I keep saying Klopp learned that you don't play players out of position, and maybe Slot's about to learn the same lesson.
That has been my thought process all morning long when it comes to Gavin Ramsey. I think we are now at the tipping point whereby you just look back at Nat Phillips and Reece Williams and say, maybe just play a natural in his natural position. But again, that's a different show. That's for the Unboots tomorrow morning, which I'm also on, by the way. Yeah, so listen, full time eventually comes around, beaten 2-1, disappointing, frustrating, etc., etc., etc. Especially having got into the position whereby we look like we maybe go on to win the game. Ian, just in terms of your confidence levels, belief, faith, trust in this Liverpool side, what did that do to all of those things? And moving forwards, obviously, with Sunderland in mind in midweek, but I think in the bigger picture, our top 4/5 credentials, because now we are chasing that.
If you listen to the show on Friday, the build-up show for the Man City game, I was very confident going into that Man City game because of the way we played in the previous two. That game yesterday, I'm not confident playing against Sunderland on Wednesday night. It's not. We look tired mentally and physically, and it's only February. That's scary for me. And Chelsea, if Chelsea and United weren't playing the way they're playing, my confidence wouldn't be that bad because the league at the moment is poor for me.
Yeah,
it's really, really poor. But so are we.
Yeah, and again, it only compounds the misery, the fact that Chelsea and United are playing the way that they are, and they look...
We're losing games when they've started to win them, and that's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, and they look buoyed, they look energised by what's going on. And I think one of our biggest issues, actually, is players are falling by the wayside in terms of, obviously, suspension in Szoboszlai's case, but injuries are mounting up. Joe Gomez was supposed to be back yesterday in the squad, and he wasn't, and now he's not available on Wednesday either, and we know there's no for him. But there's no sign of help coming. Like, it feels like we're sort of stranded at sea a little bit, and there's no one coming to save us. I love
Joe Gomez, but if you're going to hang your hat on Joe Gomez, you're going to let yourself down for a fall every time.
Yeah, unfortunately, that has been the case all too often. John, I get your take on the same situation, really, in terms of your confidence levels about what's possible.
Well, it is possible. I mean, we've seen it happen before. We've seen, Slot in his, title defence year coming back very late in the day to snatch third. United and Chelsea, they're flaky. They're in good form at the moment, but is that gonna last? I don't know whether it will or it won't, but there's always a chance it won't, and there's always a chance that City. You lose to City, that's no big deal, really. Most people do. Mm-hmm. It's Sunderland is an issue. They're the games you really need to be winning.
The issue for me is certain things need to change in that Liverpool team, and I don't think Slot has got in to change. And he's got whatever's going on with him. I'm not saying Curtis Jones is going to save the day, but we need someone where needs to do something different.
I don't.
There's no evidence that he's going to do anything.
I don't
different.
think he's got the squad this year to do anything now. I don't think he can change much at all.
That was a clip from the Final Word show. To check out the entire show, head on over to the Redmen Plus app.